Welcome back, guys. This time around, we want to talk about factors to determine your success in cryptocurrency as a beginner. You, as a beginner, there are some things you need to know before you venture into cryptocurrency. These are things you need to know. The first thing is for you to start small. Begin with a small investment that you can afford to lose. Cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile, and starting small allows you to minimize risk while you learn how the market operates. As you gain more experience and confidence, you can gradually increase your investment. Something about cryptocurrency, you as a beginner, don't put big money into it. You need to start small because most of these things you learn by doing them, and you starting small makes you understand the basic things you need to know. Even if you have the money to start big, don't ever start big. Start small by following the guideline in this course. And after you started small, the next thing you need to do is the timing. You need to know the crypto cycle. You need to know how the crypto cycle works. This is the secret to your success as a beginner. Know when to plant and when to harvest. Just like a farmer knows when to plant and a farmer knows when to harvest. How does he know? He plants the right time. So you knowing when to plant would guarantee a very good time to harvest. So one of the things you need to know is to know when to plant and when to harvest. And something about timing is that there are two types of market timing, and this market timing are market types. These two types are bear market and bull market. You must have heard the bear, the bull. These are all market timing. And now this distinguishes when to plant and when to harvest. Bear market is the planting season. This is when you see people crying. Why do I say when you see people crying? Most beginners don't know when to enter the market. Some would enter during the bull, and when you enter during the bull, the bear comes. And when the bear comes, you that entered during the bull, you that planted during the bull, you can't harvest because your investment will start going down. And this is where panic comes, and people get to sell their crypto, and they'll start saying cryptocurrency is a scam because they bought during the bull market and sold during the bear market. So this is one thing you need to understand. You need to understand there are two types of market timing, which is the bear market and the bull market. And when to plant is when cryptocurrency is going down. When it is the bull, when you buy during the bull market, you cry during the bear market. It's just what I've explained. Why the bull market is harvesting season. If you plant during the bear market, the bull market is when you harvest, and that's when you get to reap whatever you've planted. And that's just different variation. As you can see from this diagram here, the bear market has this declining kind of symbol. This declining kind of symbol means when your coin is going down. So there are times the coin goes down, there are times it goes up. When it goes up is the bull. That's why you see this green upward inclination. And when it's going down, that's why you see this red downward inclination is the bear market. Those are the two types of markets. And after we consider the market timing as a beginner, one of the things you should know again is multiple units of coin. Don't ever purchase less than a unit of any coin. You as a beginner, forget anything about Bitcoin for now. As a beginner, you need over $60,000 to buy a unit of Bitcoin. And I didn't advise you to buy a unit. You have to buy more than a unit. That means if you're even getting Bitcoin, you have to get like 2 units of Bitcoin. Don't get less than a unit, because by investing in multiple units, you reduce the risk unless the coin drops to 0. The least unit of any coin you want to invest in should be 10 units at least. That's the least I would recommend, 10 units at least. So if you have a $10, make sure you get a coin that will be like 10 units of that coin. Don't go and get a Bitcoin for 0.000 units, something like that, 0.001 units. Don't do that. Get multiple units of coin as a beginner. After you've considered doing that, the next thing you need to know is long time holding. You need to hold for a very long time. As a beginner, focusing on long time holding in crypto, it is called HODLING. That's holding. Why it means holding. It is a safer strategy for beginner. The cryptocurrency markets can be very volatile in the short time, but holding onto your investments for a longer period allows you to ride out the fluctuations and potentially benefit from overall market growth. After you've considered the bull and the bear, only invest money you can afford to lose, as this minimizes financial stress and supports better decision making. This is one of the ways cryptocurrencies, you get successful. Crypto should not be your main focus. That's why this course exists. This course wants to show you how to invest whatever you are earning, the little you are saving. Instead of you saving in your local currency, you can start converting those your fiat money. You can start converting them to crypto and hold them for a very long time, for a 5 years, for a 10 years strategy. You are going to gain a lot. You're going to benefit a lot. As long as the coin does not burn to zero, you're going to gain a whole lot. And after having a long time strategy, you need diversification, which gives the concept about spreading your investments across multiple cryptocurrencies to mitigate risk. For instance, if you are getting a Notcoin, get a Litecoin as well. Don't just get a single coin, so that if something happens to one, the other is safe. That's something about this. Like for instance, I can get a 1000 unit of a cheaper coin and get a 50 unit of another cheaper coin, just to make sure my risk is across different platforms. So when the danger happens to one, it might not happen to another, and that way you get to spread your investment. Diversification ensures that you are not only exposed to the failure of any single asset. Just like real estate, when you have a house here, you have another one in another state or another country. If a natural disaster happens to one in a very country or state, the other one is safe. That's something about cryptocurrency. You just need to buy different types of coin. By investing in a variety of cryptocurrencies, you can reduce the impact of market volatility on your overall portfolio. So that's the concept of diversification. You ensure you don't buy a single unit of a coin. You buy multiple units of different coins. That's just the whole concept of diversification. And after you've considered diversification, you need consistent education. That's what will keep you going as an enthusiast, as an investor. Continuous education helps you stay updated with new technologies, market trends, and investment strategies. These are things you need to know. You need to continue learning. You need to continue getting updates about crypto, to know when to buy, to know when the bull market is, to know when the bear market is. These are things that helps foster your growth. And after the consistent education, the most important thing is to stay patient. Success in cryptocurrency often requires patience. The market is unpredictable, that we know, and you can experience significant fluctuations. Don't panic at all. Don't expect overnight riches, and be prepared for a long time journey. Like I've said, patience allows you to remain calm during market dips. Dips is when the market is downwards. When it goes down, that's when the bear market is up. And avoid making impulsive decisions during this period. Don't ever sell during the bear market. No matter how downwards your coin is going, just let it be. Don't ever sell when it is bear market. When you see a red downward inclination, don't ever sell. Just buy. Buy during the red inclination, and you sell when it's green in percentage, different percentage. So that's something about staying patient. Just stay patient and success is yours. By the way, I hope to see you in my next lesson, but in total, all I've said in essence is very simple. In summary, follow the following guidelines. Number one, start small and increase your investment as you gain experience. Understand market timing and hold multiple units of coins. Focus on long-term investment and stay informed. Diversify your portfolio, stay patient, and keep learning. These are just the basic things you need to do. I hope to see you in the next lesson where I get to talk more about cryptocurrency for you as a beginner. I hope to see you there. See you there.